Hi, welcome back to A7 Logistics Freight Broker Training. On this training, I'm going to show you guys on how to create a free ad on Indeed. For those of you who already know that some of these platforms, recruiting, hiring platforms, they can get expensive over time. And this course is designed for you guys to get started right away on a limited budget. So this is one way that you guys can get started today and start going out looking for some owner operators to dispatch. And we're going to do this here today on Indeed, and we're going to do it for free. I'm going to show you how to do it for free. So first you want to do is create a profile, and on this profile you want to make sure that you have a business email. You already know from the previous sections that I've already went over the Gmails and how to position yourself as a company and to eliminate all the Gmails and all the personal emails. So when you're dealing with Indeed and anything in business, you're getting these people personal information. So they have to know that you're serious, you're taking your company serious. So this is one step you could do to assure that, like on this carrier management at a7logisticsgroup.com, we have this for the intakes of carriers, right? We have dispatch at a7logisticsgroup.com for the brokers and some of the carriers that we bring on, right? And we communicate through there. We have info at a7logisticsgroup.com for, all the personal information about the company coming in. And then I also have Aya at A7 Logistics Group. So we have several emails, but all of them have a7logisticsgroup.com. So we're a small business, but we're looking like a large business. So once you do the Indeed, you want to make sure that you're setting this up correctly, and you don't want to have any Gmails, any personal emails, because these people have to apply for your position and they want to make sure that you're serious. So once you did that, you created your profile. So what you want to do, you want to go to what? And you want to, in that area, in this section right here, you want to basically tell the computer, tell the internet exactly what you're looking for. So we're looking for owner operator that has flatbeds. And to broaden that search, we want to keep where open. Now I'm always looking for drivers in Atlanta. So you may see a lot of areas that's in Atlanta, but you see this right here is in Virginia. But majority of them will be in Atlanta because they know where I search at. Okay, but you see, once I did that, it came up with over 2,300 jobs, right? So what we're looking for now, and I already, went a step ahead and went ahead of you guys. I went, what I want you to pick out, let me see. This one right here. Do you see how I said owner operator, small fleet owner? That's the keyword, small fleet owner. Here's another keyword, must have your own authority, must have your own truck. So these are individuals that's looking for carriers that has their own authority and own specific trucks, right? All right, so I clicked on that one, and once you see this again, you must have your own truck and your own operator. They're looking for small fleet owners. And it goes to show the company name. So here's another one, and it's going to say something about dispatching. Let's see. I may have, okay. Our service is personalized to ensure that our drivers have an assigned dispatcher in order to develop, whatever the blase. So basically what I want you guys to do, just go through and look at some of the communication that most of these guys are doing or that they have on here. And that's how you're going to actually develop your ad. But if it's this your first time doing it, you won't know how to do it. So therefore, you're going to have to go through and look at probably like 3 or 4 of them. I say 5. And just make sure that you know the verbiage that they're using. And you see requirements. Everybody may have different requirements. Just go through and see what everybody's talking about. Don't copy what they have, because Indeed will kick you out because somebody else has this same thing. But just go through and just see if see what they're talking about, what kind of verbiage they're using. And this one right here, I will automatically pass because they say weekly pay via direct deposit. If you're a dispatcher, you're not paying them, so therefore you already know this is a company looking for some carriers, but a driver, and it's not a dispatcher. So you don't even waste your time to go here, because this is a company. You're just looking for dispatchers, the verbiage of dispatchers, right? So we're gonna keep on going. I guess that's a giveaway. Dispatching logistics. Let's see if they're looking for dispatchers or somebody for their carrier company, because it does say it's logistics. Let's see. Okay, voila. It does. It says 24/7 dispatch service. All right, so they actually looking for carriers, box trucks, flatbed, step decks, reefer, and so on. Okay, and then you see they don't have as much as the verbiage as much as the other people, but they have the basic requirements. So you can look at them and look at their verbiage. They're here again in Orlando, Tennessee. So they nationwide. Okay, Houston. All right, so that's just a few of them. So let's just put let's go power only. Okay, we already know that this one right here they're not looking for, this is not a dispatcher. They're looking for a driver. See, it says contract split. So we already know that they're looking for a driver. We already know that this is a company because they pay per load. We'll skip over that. This one right here, I'll skip over that one as well because I just have a feeling this is not a dispatcher. Yeah, it's not. And I can't explain to you how I know. I've been doing it so long, I could just feel it. I could tell once I'm looking at it. It didn't have the key words that I'm looking for. Normally they'll be, they'll pop up at the top. Of course, this was not, because it's 80% of the line haul. This one right here, look, we primarily work with 53 feet dry van, 26 foot. So this telling you right now that they are dispatchers. They're telling you who they work with. Let's go down and let's see if I'm right. Okay, we provide consistent around-the-clock support that allows our carriers to communicate with us no matter the time, date, or hour. Okay, yeah, they are actually dispatchers. Okay, our dispatchers are reliable, blase, blase. So, there you have it. You have these people. I just pointed out 3 people, 3 companies that you can actually look at and actually look at their verbiage and what verbiage I'm trying to find. Just see how they're doing their ad, and you just mimic some of the things that they're doing. Okay? So let's get started and hop right in at creating our ad. Since you already know, because this your first time doing it, you don't know how to begin writing your ad. So you got 3 companies that you can get an idea on how to write the ad. So let's hop it right on in to actually start creating your ad. So to start creating your ad, what you want to do, you want to go to your back office. In order to go to your back office, you have to go to employers. I'm already set up, so let's just see. Hold on. So what I want to do, I want to back up. I want to show you guys how to actually do it. Let me create a whole nother profile, okay? Create an account. So let's just say you had a personal email and you want a business and you want to just create another account, right? So I'm just going to put right here, let's say dispatch. And of course I'm not going to use this at all. Let me put my email what role? Your role. I am the employer. I'm not looking for a job. I am human. I want to create an account. It's just that simple. Okay, so now you will see dispatch up here. So you see dispatch, right? I'm going to go ahead and save it. And of course I'm not going to use it, but I'm going to just save it anyway. But once you create an account and you go and, look at 3 to 5 dispatchers, you see how they're using their verbiage and seeing how they actually go about finding their carriers to dispatch. So you have an idea. You're not copying anything, but you do have an idea of how you're going to use the certain verbiage to actually attract the carriers such as these other people. So once you did all of that, set up your profile, got an idea of how you're going to write your ad, you want to go right over here to employers. And this is our first time signing in, so it should look like this. And that's why I started over, because I want you guys to see how it looked when you first start on. It's going really slow. Okay. So the first thing you see right here is welcome to Indeed Employers. Yay, we're here. And you can see this is a new account I just created. So it says you haven't posted. Okay, so you will get a verification. You haven't posted from this account before. Let's get started. Okay. So of course we will not deal with that. All right. So we want to go ahead and put our company in. A7 Logistics.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Sorry about that. A7 Logistics Group LLC. Okay. Company size. How many employees do you have? Most of everybody here in this training will have between 1 to 49. Of course, it will be the only one, right? Your name. It says your role in the hiring process. I am the hiring manager. Your typical hiring budget. No planned budget, but I can spend if needed. Or you could do I'm not able to spend on hiring. So for this sake, we're just going to put I'm not able to spend on hiring. Okay. And primary reason. You want to go to need spend approval. No budget available for hiring. Well, we won't do that. No plan, but they asked too many questions on that other one, so we're not gonna do that. So we're just gonna do no plan budget. I can spend if needed. Of course, it's gonna ask for your phone number. It said, how did you hear about us? Word of mouth. Continue. Okay, job title. Job title is what you saw. Let's see. Okay, it's right here. Let's see. All right, like this one. Say owner operator box truck, whatever. Okay, that would be your title. That's what your job title. That's what they're asking. What would be that title? So we're looking for owner. Let's just say flatbed, dry van, and power only owner operators. All right, that is our title. Okay, what category does this job fall under? Heavy and tractor trailer delivery drivers. Okay. Which option best describes the role of your location? So if you do one location, it will not charge you. But if you do over the road, let's see. Okay, like this one right here is paid, right? Nationwide and multiple locations. So for this purposes only, we're not doing paid, okay? We can get away with doing paid, but we're not going to do paid. So what we're going to do is one in our city. Since I'm in Atlanta, I'm going to just do Atlanta, Georgia. My own backyard, okay? Wherever you're at, do it in your own backyard. Can this job be performed remotely? It means from home. No, it cannot, because they have to be over the road. So we're going to save and continue. All right, is this job full-time or part-time? It can be either, because remember now, we're dealing with owner operators. They're their own boss. We can't tell them when they can work. We don't know when they can work, okay? Are there additional job types that apply? Let's just say contract. What type of drivers are you looking for? Owner operators. All right. You don't have to do solo driver or team driver. You can, but for this instance, I won't do it. Okay. What is the schedule for this job? We will say year round, okay? The reason why I say year round, because some days, you don't understand. Like some people may want to work 3 weeks straight and then come home, or 2 weeks straight and come home. So therefore you don't want to limit yourself to Monday through Friday, home weekly, etc. So you just want to say they have year round work. That's anybody want to know, okay, is this year round? Yes, it is. Okay. So how many hires do you want to make for this position? So we want to, I'm just say 10 plus, okay? As many as possible. How urgent do you need to make a hire? We're going to say within the next 1 to 3 days. We're going to save it and continue. All right, what is the pay for this job? Remember that when we went to this other one, when we was looking at the other dispatchers' profiles, we seen that they had like 4,000 to 6,000 per week, right? So this one is like 7,000 to 10,000 per week. So let's just keep it attractive, but keep it realistic, okay? So let's just do 4,000 to 6,000 per week. You can make 10,000 if you're a team driver. We're looking for owner operators, so we didn't pick team drivers. So we're going to be realistic with our price range. All right, so we're not paying them. We don't have any, all of that other stuff. So we're just going to skip that. Go on down to the next part. We're not hiring them, so we don't offer any kind of incentive. We're going to go on down. Save and continue. Now, here's the good part. Do you remember when we went here and we saw what they had wrote down, right, in these descriptions? So what you want to do, you want to just get an idea of how you want to actually use the same verbiage in a different way. Does that make sense? Same verbiage in a different way. You know what I'm saying. Just don't copy what they're saying. All right, so here's the good part. So we're just going to write it out. Okay. Oh, gosh. Logistics. Oh, my goodness. Okay, A7 Logistics Group number one priority is to put our carriers first. We know that. Let's see. Like that. Let's just see. Our number one priority is to put our carriers and their safety first. Okay. What else should we say? We put loads in. Reason why I use no force dispatch is because a lot of people, they would try to force a load on carriers, and it gets frustrating sometimes with the carriers that that we as dispatcher would try to force them to take a load when they don't want to go to. And again, when I say we book lanes and that are comfortable, we book loads and lanes our carriers are comfortable in, is because some people may not want to go to New York. Some people may not want to go to Minnesota. So therefore we don't do dispatch loads, and we do not send you anywhere that you don't want to go. So basically I'm hitting all the pain points that most of the drivers that complain about the most that I'm aware of. Okay. Communication is another thing that they complain about. So I just want to put that in. So we keep, let's see, in constant contact or communication. Contact to ensure everything is running smoothly. When I say constant contact, oh my goodness, I cannot spell. I do not mean that we, and watch what I say, you guys, will be calling you every hour on the hour. We use technology that send out text messages every 3 to 6 hours. Okay, let me see. We use, okay, no. Okay. we know that you have to focus on driving. That is why we use technology to send out text messages every 3 to 6 hours. To bring your location. All right, I'm just gonna keep it that simple. I think it's Bing. I'm not sure. I think it's Bing. So we're just gonna keep it real simple. It's nothing, like you have to just on and on and on and on and about. So you just want to hit the pain points. And so, and another thing I want to touch on right here, we will handle all of your paperwork and factoring, invoicing if you factor. So in this little paragraph, I hit all of the pain points. Okay? Their safety, not bothering them every hour, and their paperwork. The paperwork is a biggie. These guys on the road hate paperwork. They do not want to deal with anything. Okay? So, are you taking in additional COVID precautions? No, we're not even going to deal with that. Leave this section. You can, if you have a company photo, you can do it. But I always leave this blank. You want to save it and go to your next. Do you want applicants to submit a resume? I always choose optional. It's good if they do, but again, they're on the road. They don't have to. All right, employer assistant. We're going to leave that one off. Message settings. Do you want to let applicants start your conversation? Of course. We're going to save it. What qualifications top your list, right? And again, if you're not familiar with it, you want to go back and see what other people are saying. What qualifications do they need? It's right here. Okay? So let's not make it hard on us. And you see they're already pre-populated. So we already have that. And the only thing we're going to go do, I always do this for the pre-recorded because they can actually ask all these. You can ask these. They'll ask these questions and they're recorded with their voice. So I click that one, and you want to make sure you click this because it won't let you go past it if you don't, especially if this click. So you want to do save and continue. You can also, the questions, let me go back. Hold on one second. Those questions, you can do browse more qualifications. You can ask them, do they speak English, willingness to travel. No, let me just go ahead and add that. Willing to travel up to 100%. And then we're going to save it and continue. This basically gives us an overview of what all we're looking for. I did not put reefer in there. I did not put the other vehicles in there because that's not what I'm looking for right now. Okay, so you can put as many as less as you can. I'm not looking for 26-foot box trucks to dispatch. If you feel you want to, you can go back and edit at any time. Well, if my computer works, okay, you can go back and edit. It's just as simple. You can just edit it, okay? We're not looking for those, so I'm not going to deal with it. So we're going to save it and continue. It should take us back to where we were. Okay, there you go. Everything that we typed in is right here. The questions that was already populated are right here. And the one that I added, are you willing to, what percentage of time are you willing to travel? If they do less than 100%, it probably knock them out. Okay, here's the information, right? This will not show up on the ad. It's just for your purposes. And we're just going to do confirm. Here's the good part. You want to, right here, when it said, when would you like to stop receiving applications? You want to do it until you pause it. Now, you can select this. Say we said we wanted to reach 10. If they give us 10 applicants, they will pause it. We don't want that. We want to keep, because we want to always have drivers on hand. Okay? And if we were not doing it on the free application, we would have to pay $14 per application. So 10 people times $14. That's what, $140? I think that's right. Yeah, that's $140. All right. So you want to make sure that you do not pick that one, okay? And this one right here says, looks like you need to hire fast. We want to take that off, because if we do have that click, that means it's going to be a sponsored job. When it says sponsored job, that means that you're paying for it, okay? We're not paying for it. So we're going to go down here, do not sponsor my job. That is the key. If you do save and continue, it will charge you. So it says do not sponsor job. And we're not even going to do that. So, starting up, right? They'll give you $150 credit. True, they will, but when I did it like this, it's been a while since I haven't did it. It's been a long time since I did it and had to and did it as a new company. So they don't offer me that anymore. But when they did, my bill came back to like $750 that week. I'm like, where did the $150 go? So I had like, how many people? Like 45 people, 23. Then the next day I had like 45 people in my thing. So they really, the $150 was gone, was not gone. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to skip this credit, okay? All right. And we're going to skip this. You have to pay for all of this. Once you get the money, get funds coming in, or if you already had the money, you can do it. But right now, for this training, we will not be doing this. So we're going to do not interested. All right, it said verify by phone. Continue. Maybe later. All right, you're done. And your ad is ad free. You didn't have to pay anything. This, ignore this. It doesn't normally do like 3 to 5 hours. It normally takes about an hour to actually do it, right? So that ad is created. And we created this ad for free. And that's how you create an ad. So if we want to go in and do another ad, we just go to post the job. And if we want to look for, you could do it from scratch. Or let's just say we want to do it for a 26-foot box truck or something else that we didn't add. Or we want to go to another state, right? We did Atlanta. So we're going to use this same ad and continue. Job title. Reefer. Over the road reefer. Not driver. Owner, operator. Everything is already populated. So what we're going to do, we're going to do Texas. What part of Texas? We'll do Houston, Texas. Okay. Save. I may get a hit. So let me go back and put all of these in here. But you can do it to your discretion. Load. Everything is in here. We're not going to change a thing. Just going to keep on going. Everything is the same. You see how easy it is to create another one? Only thing you have to do is get that first one knocked out. Keep on going. Keep going down. It's just that simple. Same questions. We're going to save it and continue. You see, I haven't changed anything. Confirm. Post without budget. You know, at first it didn't say post without budget, but right now it's saying post without budget. It said something about your sponsored job, but this second time, since this is your second time doing it and it's not your first, we're gonna post without budget, and this is how you're gonna do every other one. You're gonna post without budget, and again, this credit, we haven't used that credit now. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and use the credit, go ahead and use the credit. But it's going to ask for your information, your credit card information, right? So if you don't want to go ahead and put your credit card information in, you don't have to. But they will ask for your information. So we're going to go back. So you can, that credit will be there, so you can use it at any time. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and post without budget. Just say that we don't have the credit there. We're just going to go ahead and post without the budget. And we're going to do not interested on this one. And we're done. And we posted without a budget. This one I like because they actually give us find candidates for us. So I want to keep that smart feature on. So we're going to do continue. And you see this with virtual recruiting assistant, it's going to find people for you. So we're not going to sponsor that, of course, right? And right here we got to pick what days we want to interview, because remember now, we got the virtual assistant that's helping us, and it didn't show it on the first one, remember, but this one is free and they will find people for us. So on Sundays, of course, we're not working. So I normally start at 10. Oh, that's 9:30, 10, 10:30. These right here, this is the time people can actually call us to set up an interview. They can pick any of these slots. I'm just picking anything right now. I'm all over the place. All right. Then we're just gonna, you see where it says available? I'm available on those days. We're gonna do Saturdays too, because a lot of drivers are off on Saturdays. So we're just gonna fill that in on Saturdays. Right? We're gonna do continue. There's our ad. So we're gonna enable. Well, I gotta sign my name. And we're gonna enable this virtual assistant. And we're good to go. I think we got to pick a couple people. My memory serves me right. No, I guess not. All right. But see, it's a free post. And we're good to go. And we should see it, Houston, Texas on this side on the jobs. There you go. Houston, Texas. And we already did it. We don't need all of that. Okay. So, just in a few minutes, probably in an hour or so, the post will be live. And that's the end of the section. So now you know how to do ads for free on Indeed. Once you start doing it, it won't take you as long. And you see that once I already made that. Once you get that first one out the way, the second, third, fourth, fifth, boom, boom, boom. It's back to back. It's real easy. So that's the end of that. So on our next session, we would do a walkthrough on contacting these carriers and what to say to these carriers and the paperwork that you need with the carriers. So stay tuned, and I thank you guys for allowing me to train you guys at A7 Logistics Group. Thank you and have a great night.